Hello and welcome back to Victoria 3 Ireland. I have skipped ahead to where things get really interesting. In the intervening years, we had some economic development. The big ones were development of our electronics industry. We're now producing telephones. We've started producing cars. Fought a very quick war to claim Nejd, which is a small province. We've had a lot of migration there. Now it's over 1 million people. But the big thing is 60 oil rig capacity. So we've got that to start building up our oil industry to fuel our cars, fuel our trains. We also have electric trains now, for which we've had to build out a lot of power plants. And the last major good we're having trouble with is opium. So with that, I was looking at trying to conquer Persia. The challenge with Persia is they're allied with the Russians and a couple other countries that would have made it difficult to conquer. So I settled on Siam. Now we are at war with Siam, and Siam is backed by a great king, Qing. I am not very sure of Chinese pronunciation. But we have the Italians on our side, and we're fighting several other smaller Asian powers. Right now, we're working on getting a naval landing going, so let's see how that's picking up. We're at negative 290,000, but we have 76 million in gold reserves, and we'll have a huge credit limit, I'm sure, if it gets to that point. I have built up the military as well. We've got 358 regulars and a potential of 389 conscripts. I've called up some conscripts to back up our armies, and I also have improved our conscripts, starting off by getting them the machine gun battalions, because it was too close to the time of the actual war for my regular battalions to switch over. And with those regular battalions switched over, they would have had that negative 50% or so equipment change penalty. And I didn't want to be going into battle with that, especially against the hundreds of Chinese battalions we'll surely be facing. So it looks like we're going to win this first part of the naval invasion. And then after that, it's going to be vital to get as many armies on these different fronts as we can right away, so that we don't get pushed back. I'm not going to pay attention to South Africa. Let's get some other armies on these other fronts. So it looks like we've got just 2 fronts to start with. And I'm just going to assign a couple more. Let's see, how much more do I have? I've got the La Plata, Oceania, and Indonesia fronts, and the Caribbean. Let's leave Oceania and Indonesia in place and send La Plata, because there's a chance the Chinese might try to invade one of those territories of mine. So we're escorting convoys, very important. And then let's raid some convoys. I'm sure there are some Chinese convoys in here, or Cambodian, and see how that one shakes out. Now they've got 24 troops here. And let's see what we have. I wonder if I should send the Indonesia front there, just to hold it. I wonder if that would probably get there quicker, I think. Let's see. So with... nope, doesn't look like it. Now hopefully we can hold off on this front long enough to get our troops in place. I just don't want to get cut off, because it is getting tight. Let's see, we've got more undefended fronts. Goods shortages. Artillery. Let's build some artillery plants. Do I have any building right now? Yeah, we have quite a few. Oh, it's munitions. Artillery, we've got 2 building. Let's throw another up there, just for good measure. And managing these fronts is quite hard. We've got 4 of them popping up. And let's see. Do you have some Italian armies on the way? Not that I'm expecting them to be super useful, but it's just good to have them covering some fronts. There we go. Did we get kicked out of there? Yeah, we did. So we'll have to form another naval invasion. That's so weird. I have so many, troops concentrated in one spot, and we just get we get kicked out without even being able to fight them because it takes too long to get there. I wonder if I should do multiple naval invasions at the same time. Let's try that. Yeah, let's try 2 naval invasions. Hopefully that will help. And while we're waiting for that to get ready, let's see. Okay, so we have input goods shortages, munitions, artillery. Got a lot of munitions plants just finishing up, so that'll be taken care of. An alliance with the US. I'll take it. They are pretty powerful. Chile wants to join our customs union. I haven't joined customs union or had other countries join my customs unions before. So that should be interesting. 2 more gold mines. I'm never going to be sad about gold mines. And we have enough peasants in Nedge now. I can build out some more oil. I think I saw lumber being expensive and then coal. Can't remember if we have shifted our power plants over to coal yet. Let's look. Because if we have, that's going to require a lot of coal for us. Yes, we have shifted over to coal. Let's get some more coal plants. Well, we've got so many unemployed people in Lancashire. All right, so we're waiting to prepare our forces. Got about 2 weeks left. Defensive pact with the Netherlands. I don't think that's worth it. I feel like that's more likely to just get me in a war with Germany than for the Netherlands to actually help me. All right, so we've got 2 naval invasions going now. Looks like that one failed already. How about this one? Come on, our offense is so much better than their defense. Who do I back them against? Scandinavia? Nah, I'm not going to risk it right now. I'm busy trying colonialism. And is this battle still ongoing? That's frustrating. How do we end up landing more troops? That's one thing I'd really like to understand more, is how you decide how many troops get to join a battle. Because I've been in battles where I have better units, I have more units, and then I'm still outnumbered to such a degree that I end up losing. Let's try another naval invasion. Let's try over here. And I'm guessing that invasion failed. Yeah. So let's do another one here. And here we're just cycling through, waiting for these invasions to fire. A ton of coal mines being built. Hopefully with these new arms factories up, we've decreased the price of ammunition, which is good. Don't want to be in an input shortage for that, especially during wartime. And the whole reason we're here is for that opium. Once we get opium, we can start to upgrade our armies with the medical side of it. Because right now we are not. I'm just on the most basic ones, which I think is basically no medical care at all. Sorry, guys. And here, oh, I didn't realize we had Zambia with nothing in it. So let's throw these on auto expand for sugar, for coal, lead, rubber. Getting these resources is important just to keep our costs down, keep us competitive. Make sure our factories are highly profitable. South Angola, yeah. All right, that's on auto expand. And I think, yep, we've got the Cape Colony too. We've got Gabon up here. Everything's going on auto expand. I'm getting to the point now where I've got too many colonies. to actually manage them. Just looking for anything that might not be auto-expand. I'm guessing being at 62, that's auto-expanding. Power must have gotten cheap. So I wonder if I can do anything with my railways here. Okay, we're already on electric trains. That's good. That's going to help from the infrastructure perspective. So it looks like one of our invasions failed already. Boiler explosion, price of progress. And again, we're losing the landing battle. We're handing out more casualties than we're taking. It's just not enough. I think there's an is there a landing penalty? Defense in elevated terrain? Insufficient naval landing support. I'm not sure what that means. So how is my Navy actually looking? Yeah, we've got 84 ships. I think that should be sufficient support. And that landing got trashed. So where are my main armies? Yeah, these armies are solid. It's 146. All right, we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna try this province with my biggest army. Biggest navy, biggest army. One thing that is hurting is that I don't think I have the amphibious landing technology researched yet. So I do have penalties there for not having that technology. All right, 9 days. Who is this? Revolutionary Scandinavia against Russia. I would join them if I wasn't already at war. How's this one going? Hey, we should make it this time. All right. They're going to crumble. And I'm going to drop the speed down once it looks like they're done so that I can deploy my forces as quickly as possible. It's going to take 62 days for some of my other troops to get there. Wonder why it's taking 61 days. Doesn't give me a reason. And who's still there? Oceania, Caribbean. All right. So I am getting hit from the north, but I wonder if I can push south far enough that it doesn't matter. If I can get there fast enough, then maybe that'll buy time for my army to turn around. Look at this, it's a weird little race. And 32 days to get to that front. 31 days for anyone to get to that front. 30 days. All right, so now we've got an actual battle on that front. I was hoping to completely clear that front so that this army could turn north. But it looks like we're winning these battles. And then in about 10 days, we'll start getting some units in. There we go. Dreadnoughts. Okay. Metropolitan Railway and mass surveillance. So we got a few things here. Engineers deserve a reward. Let's go with prestige. I'm not going to upgrade my military right now while we're at war. So they're attacking me. My defense is 169. That is not a threat. And here, offense is 152? That's wild. So we should be doing some major damage to those. All right, and we're capturing provinces. Let's see what our Navy's up to. Escorting convoys. Let's raid. I want to raid the Chinese. See if I can prevent them from getting more troops down. I don't know if they can run that supply line fully over land or if they're required to use convoys. Either way, I'd like to take their units out and start to damage their economy too. Rubber Rush. I always play that one a little conservative. And I'm going to set my war goals right now. We really just need the Chinese to bail. Because they've got, well, negative 66 from war support, but we'll flip that. They're losing a ton of troops. I don't know if we'll be able to conquer all the way up. We might be at war with these other countries. So it's possible that I could go all the way north and straight into China. So we've got a native uprising. Let's see. I think I have one army that I saved. Yeah, I'll send them over. So it's good I had one army I could send over to take care of that. Look, the Italians are holding their own against the Chinese. Always good to have an ally who's willing to do some of the fighting for you. It's probably a classic in Paradox games that you can never count on your allies, but here at least they'll just absorb some casualties that I don't have to. And we are moving this battlefield back north. I was hoping we'd start capturing more than one province. Because we do have the motorized recon now. And we're winning these battles quickly. It looks like they might be getting worn down. I have to look at the front to see. No, their morale's still pretty good. 99%. And I'm at 100%. I haven't seen any really massive battles here. Industrialists? Yeah, we want industrialists because they're the ones who will get us to free trade. So we're pushing into Johor. And I'm not sure if I want to reallocate some of the troops from this front. Yeah, we'll send these guys north. I've got more room for construction now, too. Electrics, I've got more of those than I ever intended to build because I clicked on the wrong one when I meant to build power plants. Synthetics plants, those can be helpful. Tooling, never bad to have. You always will need paper, and you always will need furniture. And the other one you'll always need is textiles. I don't think it's possible to have too many textiles. Especially when you have 333,000 unemployed peasants. And that's why I haven't switched over to any of the automation technologies yet. I'd rather have these people employed than have more profitable factories. I think that's wise. I think I'd rather have those people be, laborers than just peasants. And, okay, war with Swana. We got one army there. That should be plenty. I don't know. I might have to do the math with that one and see how that really affects things. Because their standard of living would be higher if the factory was making more money. But then again, that would be fewer people making more money if I have automation on. So do you want to take a look at the assembly lines here? And yeah, it would barely increase my weekly balance, and it would use more oil, tools, and electricity. All those I have in abundance, but use 63,000 fewer laborers. And I am not short of laborers. Do I want to go to automobiles? Yes. Yes, I do. Roaring engines. More automobiles, more public. Let's go more public. I'm slowly advancing down here. Just not as quick as I would like to. Gaining one province at a time. There, it looks like we've made some progress here, advancing north along this front. Which front is this? Okay. I was gonna say, I thought we had someone assigned there. Where am I even going? Yeah. We can take this. Got 20 versus their 1, and their 1 unit is worn down. We're winning battles. We have a better army in place. The thing that's killing me is just these tiny battles. Why are they so small when we have huge numbers of units? And look at this. We've got 387 versus 684. And it's going to be 15 on 15. 4 on 5. My sarcasm was insufficient. I have some pretty sizable units down there. Got armies individually with 100 battalions. Ooh, gold in Western Australia. Let's make sure we're getting all the gold we can. Oil rigs. Oh, we could actually get some oil in Gabon as well. All right, so Johor, they bailed. So where are my armies? It looks like they are... Huh. Did one of my generals die? And I didn't realize I had an England HQ. This guy looks good. Yeah, so he's got to get promoted. Make sure we can use all these extra units we have. Still have more North Sea. And this guy as well. Okay. Yeah, all our units should be going to that front. Like, really, we should be seeing some massive battles here. We're almost at 1,000 on each side. And we have 3 versus 5. Their war support's declining, as is ours. So Cambodia bailed. That's good. They didn't have very much, but always helpful to have someone else out of the fight. Wonder if I should do an invasion. Anglo-Canadian. Yeah, I wonder if I can drop an army in China. I'll wait for this guy to get back to the HQ. And then I'll drop an army in China. Military aviation. So now we can do warplanes. Going to do radio. That's going to be a big good for us going forward. And we don't really... I'm not going to use warplanes yet because we're at war and I don't want to have that penalty. And of course the Italians are doing what Italians do in losing battles. Might actually be costing us territory. Yeah, here we're outnumbered, even though it's on a tiny little front. We should be taking territory, but I'm sure it'll be just one. Man, what am I going to do with all of these people who are moving to my country? Lancashire. I'm going to look at Lancashire, see what I can build there, because there's so many people. More government administration. Steel mills. Let's throw that on auto expand. Glassworks. Auto expand as well. Lead. Do you have a lead mine? Yes. Lead is expensive, so let's build a bunch of these. And that should hopefully kick up some employment in Lancashire. I don't want to have 400,000 peasants just hanging out. All right, so we've cut this front in two. So hopefully that means, yep, my forces split well here. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't end up with nobody on one of those two fronts. Maybe the Italians can do it. Maybe they can. Nope, don't count on it. Starting to wonder if this would have gone better if the Italians were not on my side. I saw laissez-faire show up as a possible law, so I wanted to check and see if free trade was an option. So their war support's declining, but not as fast as mine. They've already done over 1 million casualties on the Chinese. Yeah, I'll promote him. Nope. No problem there. I think bureaucracy is really the only downside in promoting generals. That and that it makes their interest group stronger, but I don't know. I haven't really had too much trouble with interest groups. So that has not really been a major concern. All right, so we took the bottom half of this peninsula. Let's see, maybe we can get a good government here. Intelligentsia? Yeah. Let's get them in. And if I bring the industrialists in, that ruins everything. Just checking. Nothing too important there. I feel like if I'm in single digits here, something's wrong and I'm playing too slow. Wish we could capture more than one province. This is taking forever to conquer this. Oh yeah, I did plan on doing that naval invasion. Let's see how that one goes. So have you escort convoys in Siam. We'll invade Shandong. And let's have Eamon Fitzgerald do it. If French people migrating to our Cape colony. Trying to remember which view shows all of my peasants. Let's see how those mines are doing here. So the lead mines look good. Still have 422,000 unemployed peasants. Maybe I could use some more tooling. Who am I kidding? You always need tooling. And here we go. We're starting to lag a little. I've read so much about people complaining about lag. I haven't seen it too bad, but I'm definitely feeling it now on some of the menus. The Italians are letting us down again. And there we go. We are rolling in North China. I think this could be our ticket. Trade agreement with the Germans would be helpful. No frontier lasts forever. All right, so now they've moved some troops to face us in North China, but they've moved a bunch away from the southern front. I don't think they can hold both. And I'm hoping that by conquering a ridiculous amount of territory, we can actually push through and win this. How's this front holding up? So we are a little outnumbered. Wonder if I should switch these guys to defensive and just hold territory. They're taking more casualties, but that doesn't seem to matter for the Chinese. I would like to select this battle without my allies getting in the way. There we go. Conquered another one. Yeah, 4 versus 63. They still lost 3,000 more troops than we did. All right. And I think this is a good place to call it for tonight. I'm going to leave it here. We will wrap up our conquest of Indochina and see what the next steps are once we've secured our supply for opium. All right, thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know if you have any questions on this. Drop them in the comments, and have a good one.